Hey guys, it's Dr. Ivy Branin here of Simplicity Health Associate, naturopathic doctor, expert in women's health and hormones. Today, I want to talk about something that you might have never heard of, postpartum adrenal fatigue. So yes, you might have heard of regular adrenal fatigue, but this is specific for women in the postpartum. All the products that I will be discussing today, you can easily access through FullScript. I'll have a complete list if you have an account with us, or you can easily set one up by clicking the link in the description of this video. You will also get 10% off your first supplement order. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like it. And please, if you have not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, I highly recommend that you do, because I don't want you to miss any of the great content that we're constantly putting out. Okay, so what exactly is postpartum adrenal fatigue and who am I talking about? So if you have given birth, you've been, maybe you've been breastfeeding, maybe you haven't. If you've stopped breastfeeding, or again, if you've never had breastfeeding and it's now been 3, 4, 6 months and you still have not gotten your period, you're experiencing very bad vaginal dryness. I did do a separate video specifically on vaginal dryness, but that again is one of the symptoms. You're not sleeping well, you're exhausted. And when I say not sleeping well, I'm talking about that like wired but tired. You're waking up in the middle of the night, just can't fall back to sleep. Maybe you're also feeling super hot. Your memory is, let's just face it, I would use an expletive. You know what I'm talking about. You know the expletive that I'm talking about when I'm talking about your memory. So that is definitely signs that you have postpartum adrenal fatigue. And the recommendations that I'm going to be discussing are only for those of us that are no longer breastfeeding. Very important that you're out of the breastfeeding window. And these recommendations, besides giving them to my patients, I've actually used myself, because even naturopaths may even get burnt out. So first off are just like the basics of what you should be definitely taking just postpartum in general. This again is if you're breastfeeding or not breastfeeding. So metabolic maintenance, Fem1 multivitamin. It's great multivitamin. It's just a one a day. It's going to make sure you have the folate, the iodine, the iron, everything you need specifically for recovery and also for your baby. If you were breastfeeding, of course, this is the period of time where you're no longer breastfeeding, but hopefully you have been taking this as soon as you had given birth. And also Pro Omega D by Nordic Naturals. I love it. 1,000 IUs of vitamin D and lots of omega, specifically DHEA, which was really helpful for, your baby's brain. Okay, so that's what you should have been taking in the early postpartum, and that you'd still be taking that. But now specifically for postpartum adrenal fatigue. So first is adaptogens, and adaptogens definitely don't want to take during pregnancy, and you also don't want to take during breastfeeding, lactation, and that's why I'm talking specifically about this period of time. The combination that I really like is by Orthomolecular. It's their True Adapt Plus. So why I like it is it has our top supportive adaptogens supporting our adrenal glands. Licorice, rhodiola, holy basil, ashwagandha, schizandra. All of these are going to be really supporting our adrenal glands. And the plus also has adrenal glandular. So yes, this is not vegetarian or vegan. They do make one that's just True Adapt, that does not have the glandular in it. But if you're someone who is not vegan or vegetarian, adding a little bit more with the glandular is really going to support your adrenal glands. I recommend taking this first thing in the morning, and it's 2 caps. Then, because of the drain that our adrenals are experiencing, also our hormones are experiencing, I recommend adding some DHEA. So I specifically recommend by Douglas Labs their DHEA Plus, just 1 cup. You might do 2, but I would say for most people, 1 is sufficient. This also would be first thing in the morning. Why I specifically like this DHEA formulation is it also has pregnenolone. So you're basically feeding or supporting both sides of hormone production. So DHEA is our big precursor hormone for testosterone, which then becomes estrogen. So that's one side of the hormones. Then pregnenolone actually helps to support progesterone. So one of the things that happens postpartum, we have a big drop in hormones, specifically if we are breastfeeding, because there's a lot of suppression that goes along with that production. So these 2 products together are really going to help to support the HPA axis, which is in turn is going to really bring our hormones back into balance. I would say this combination, again, after lactation, typically within 2 to 4 months, things will be reset. These are not things that you should have to take forever. So this is just to really help reset when you have postpartum adrenal fatigue. Again, this whole protocol, you can easily access it through the link in the description of this video. It's a link to our full script with direct access to these supplements. And if you have not ordered from us before, you will get 10% off your first order. So hopefully you learned something. Looking forward to talking to you next time.